Let's talk about Judy's tongue fat and why that was a big stepping stone for her to address in overcoming her sleep apnea naturally. Now, Judy, one of our clients, was someone who, like many, tried a CPAP, struggling, and just feeling like they're like banging their head against the wall and have no idea what's going on. So when we started to work together, because she was watching videos just like this and reached out, one of the things we noticed is this fatty tongue. Now, I am not a human MRI, but I can show you something similar. Obviously, I'm not going to show her pictures, but some pictures online of what to look for. So here's a not fatty tongue, somewhat normal. And then here is a fatty tongue. So it's honestly just a bit more plump, or rather more plump. I try to pick a good difference here. And what this looks like if I were a human MRI machine would be like this would be the normal tongue, and this would be the fatty tongue. And as you can see, obviously, if there's fat moving back here, it's going to make it harder to breathe. So a big part of why this happens, that develops that fatty tongue, it's visceral fat, because of ongoing inflammation that is then made worse by sleep apnea, because sleep apnea leads to inflammation, then to visceral fat, then to worse sleep apnea, so on and so forth. So we got to break that inflammatory cycle. So obviously everything's not a one size fits all, but here are some things that were super helpful for Judy. So time restricted eating, basically think of it as skipping dinner or just eating an earlier dinner. That's a eating pattern really of fasting that allows you to greatly reduce inflammation. Then we also looked at what she was eating, and there were certain foods, I mean, it wasn't this blatantly obvious like donuts, but certain things that are causing inflammation, we wanted to cut those out. And something that's going out on a limb a little bit is cold exposure to the tongue. But her results spoke for themselves when she was able to sleep through the night and have way better oxygen readings on her overnight data. Follow for more sleep apnea insights, and then get the free guide at apneareset.com.